1 week. That's all it took for the 2026 NASCAR season to go from a predictable script to absolute chaos. We've got a YouTube icon stepping into the cockpit for a legendary team, a Hendrick Motorsports star sidelined at his home track, and a championship-caliber pit crew serving a massive suspension. But if you look closer, these aren't just 3 random headlines. They are a sign that the 2026 rulebook, the pressure, and the old guard of NASCAR are being pushed to their absolute breaking point. Today, we're peeling back the layers on why the garage is on edge, how the YouTube generation is officially taking over, and why this weekend at Phoenix is going to be the most important race of the year. Let's dive into the wreckage. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Garrett Mitchell, aka Cleetus McFarland. He isn't just a YouTuber anymore, he's a Richard Childress Racing driver. When the news dropped that he'd be piloting the number 33 Tommy's Express Chevy at Rockingham, the internet exploded. But the real story here isn't the clicks, it's the shift in NASCAR's business model. RCR didn't just hire a YouTuber, they identified a marketing engine. I've been analyzing his ARCA and Truck Series starts. He's not there for a participation trophy. He's learning the craft. But here's the million-dollar question. Can a driver who spent his life doing burnouts in the Freedom Factory actually translate that to high-level stock car dominance? This move is controversial. Traditionalists hate it. But for the sport's growth, it's a genius play. While the sport celebrates new blood, we're seeing the brutal reality of the physical toll on the current stars. Alex Bowman is out for Phoenix. Vertigo. For those who haven't experienced it, it's not just dizziness. It's the feeling that the world is spinning off its axis while you're strapped into a machine moving at 180 miles per hour. This is Bowman's home track, and the frustration is palpable. Hendrick Motorsports is playing it safe, pulling him for Anthony Alfredo. But look at the bigger picture. Bowman has been here before. Concussions, spinal injuries. This isn't just a bad week. This is a career-defining moment. We have to discuss whether the next-gen car's stiffness and the intensity of the 2026 schedule are contributing to these medical issues. Why are drivers braking faster than ever? And then, the moment that arguably saved Ross Chastain from a disaster but cost him the race. The right rear wheel detached at COTA. We know the rules. 2-race suspension for the jackman and tire changer. But let's talk about the impact on Trackhouse Racing. Phoenix is a technical track. You win or lose it in the pits. Losing 2 key crew members isn't just a penalty, it's a competitive handicap. This is the difference between a championship run and a mid-pack finish. In this era of NASCAR, the race is won on pit road before it ever touches the track. Losing your primary jackman and tire changer under these high-stakes conditions is essentially a tactical nightmare for Trackhouse Racing. When you operate at the championship level, pit stops aren't just physical tasks. They are a choreographed ballet where milliseconds define your entire Sunday afternoon. Without these veteran crew members, the number 1 team is forced to rely on depth chart replacements who may lack the same level of chemistry or high-pressure experience that Chastain has relied on all season. This isn't just about changing 4 tires, it's about the communication, the confidence, and the rhythm that flows between the driver and his over-the-wall squad. Ross Chastain is a driver who thrives on aggression, often pushing the absolute limit of his car and his team's capabilities during every single pit sequence. Now he faces the daunting reality of needing a flawless performance at Phoenix, a track that demands precision, while his support system is in a state of sudden transition. The upcoming 2 weeks in Phoenix and Las Vegas will ultimately reveal whether this pit road penalty is merely a minor setback or a fatal blow to their early season championship aspirations. How does this shift the balance for Chastain going into Phoenix? So, what are we left with? A sport in transition. You have the old guard struggling with injuries, teams fighting to stay legal on pit road, and a new wave of drivers coming in through the front door of the garage. Phoenix is the testing ground. If Alfredo shines, if Chastain struggles, and if we see more drivers feeling the physical strain of this season, we'll know that 2026 is the year the sport changed forever. I want to hear from you. Is Cleetus the future of the sport, or is he taking a seat away from a real racer? And can Trackhouse survive these suspensions? Drop your theories below. I'm reading every single comment. If you want the deepest breakdown in the NASCAR community, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 10,000, and I want you there for the ride. I'll see you at the finish line.